So that's the theme of my exhibit, and I have these pieces. I work in different mediums. This is Indian ink. I have larger pieces, Indian ink. So tinta china in Spanish. Some of you are from Latin America.
I'm from Spain.
From Spain. So tinta china is in English is called Indian ink. So you can pass this. So this is about conqueror. So Latin America were conquered from Spain and from Portugal, and this is about the vehicle that we were conquered, the horse. And I have other pieces that talks about that. I have an installation. I will show you this installation. That's for me like the analogy. Analogy, do you know what is analogy? Like something similar? Analogy is from that horse is the vehicle of conquest. Conquest, thank you. Conquest, and this is the new vehicle of conquest.
Excuse me.
The Homer.
Diego,
So, yes.
what do you use to paint that?
It's Indian ink with brushes and a little bit of acrylic, but it's just for the red thing. It's just I spray like with my fingers. I do that some kind of spray. But it's everything is gorgeous. Painting within painting. Yes. Since I was a kid, I liked to do drawings, and that's what I like to do. And I always wanted to be an artist, but I remember that my mother said, "You better study something at the university. You better go to university." So my mother knew about this new career that was graphic design, and she told me maybe you should research something about graphic design. So I went to college and I found this path. I found more about graphic design, and I liked because all the the classes were related with art, drawing and sculpture and all these things. And I studied graphic design, but when I was in the university studying graphic design, I felt a little bit off. Do you know what it means?
No.
When you don't feel like you are in the right place.
Yeah.
So off is like this, like you don't fit. You don't fit in that place. So I started to go to the building of the arts building. So I made friends with the artists, and they let me go in the studios, and I started to paint there. And that was out of my classes. I mean, that doesn't. I didn't get credit. I just like to be there. And then I took classes in film, and I started to be part. I was part of the theater group, one of the theater groups in the university. I like acting, so I was part of that group. And then I graduated, and like many people does, I started working in graphic design. I opened my own company, a small company. I had 2 partners, and then I was working, doing like institutional campaigns, websites, multimedia work. I do animations. I didn't bring my laptop, but I have my website. It's diegoromeroarts.com.
Show them how to get there.
Okay. So then I came to this country, and I had the opportunity to be in the Stanford University, and there I studied art. I was part of some acting classes, and then I started to do acting. So then I get involved in acting, and when I came to Miami, from California, I came to Miami, and I get involved in a theater group, and I was part of a play, and we went to Dominican Republic. We were part here in the Hispanic Festival Theater. And now I'm living here in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm working with visual arts, and that's it. I'm here with you.
Diego,
Yes.
did you attend a particular high school, not university, but high school before?
I went to high school.
Yeah.
I went in Colombia. The name was
Something particular for art? Because in Italy we got a nice school that is all about arts.
Oh, wow.
Attend that.
Okay. Well, in my school, I went to a really nice high school, which they let us decide if you could decide music or sing or art, visual arts, and I went to the visual arts. But that was for me. So this is another piece.
Because I drove, not attending any art school. Yeah, I did myself. And I'm not good at it yet. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's follow your instincts. I think that's what.
How does your mother feel about you as an artist?
Well, she always supported me. Always. Right now, they died long time ago. But she always supported me. But this is the thing, that she supported me, but she was worried about just being an artist. That's what she suggested, well, something that can make a profit. So graphic design was kind of the perfect world, both worlds, like something commercial and something artistic.
Isn't she worried about your future?
Excuse me?
Isn't she worried about your future?
Right now?
Yeah.
Always. But I think this is, I mean, I never had work, I never have had, I don't know how to say this, but I never had work for a company as full-time, like with all these benefits and all these things, because when I graduated from school, I started to travel. I went to Cuba. I spent some, like 4 months in Cuba. I had some art classes with private classes with art teachers. And then I returned to Colombia and I opened my own company. So then I came to this country and I'm working as a freelance. So actually I've been self-employed. So with my own company or being freelance. So when you have your own company, I mean, you need to be in charge of looking for your clients. So it's different when you work for a company. It's like you just have your monthly payment. But sometimes, I don't know, there's something about that.
Yeah, like me. Come here, people come. It's so easy.
Exactly.
You have a difficult, I mean, you work more than a typical person, right?
Yes, it's something like
Because
that.
you have to push and go find clients.
Exactly.
How do you survive like an artist? Do you get any other business?
Exactly. I work commercially. I've been in this country like 5 years, and I've been working as a freelance for doing commercial work, web design, web pages, multimedia, animations, but at the same time working with my art pieces, doing my artwork, being in exhibitions. And right now I think I'm at a point of my artistic career that I'm starting to have more a body of work that still is very like new, but I'm selling pieces now, which is really great. And I decided to, with this idea, I think I bring all these ideas of t-shirts and everything from the graphic design experience. That not many artists they decide to do all these prints. But I decided to do that. I think I have also these things with another piece, which is my wife's idea. It's really cool. These are magnets, and people like this. Or postcards. So because not everybody have the money to buy the large piece, the original piece, but they can buy just this kind of. But now I'm selling even the original pieces. Now I'm starting now. But I work, I make money, I pay rent, all these things that are expensive with commercial work, working with different. I work with ad agencies. Usually it's ad agencies, they hire me, I do video editing, I do animations for companies like Sharp. The last website that I did, it won an ARIA award, which is a very important award in the ad world. I've been working for, I mean, a lot of JCPenney's, I mean, all these brands, all these ad agencies do any kind of work, and they call me to work in different
So you are
fields.
able to survive by this?
I think yes. I think it's, but you know what? I have to say that yes, it's sometimes. Right now I'm feeling more confident and more comfortable, but I think it has to do with the theme of my project about this thing that requires not just material thinking, but having a spiritual. I have to say faith that if you are aligned spiritually, and it's not perfect, we are humans. But if you have something that you believe in and you work for that, things will happen. I mean, the world never stays fixed or freeze, you know? Freeze, congelada, I don't know how to say. The world moves. So you just have to, I mean, sometimes we are so desperate trying to find what to do, or we are scared. Sometimes it's good to just stop and open the ears and the eyes and see what is for us. I mean, things will happen. But if I used to get scared, and I did nothing getting scared. I mean,